recording.
Alright, so I'm going to inform y'all about the time I got arrested for DUI. Now, let me give you the backstory. So it was early April of my first year I started driving, and I just got a ticket for speeding. And my mom was heat mode. So she grounded me and wasn't letting me drive nowhere unless it was for school or I was doing a school project. So I went to this girl's house to do a project because I don't have a computer, so I had to use hers. So I finished it up, and then I'm going home. And so I'm coming off 82, so I'm going past the pumpkin patch, and I'm turning on 341. And then that's when a heat cop flicks his lights at me. And apparently I failed to maintain a lane, but you're turning, so you can't maintain a lane if you're turning. So I'm driving, and then I slowed down to about 20 miles an hour, so you know I wasn't trying to escape. And it's dark, and I know Black Lives Matter, so I ain't trying to get killed. And so I'm trying to drive to the Chevron where there's lights everywhere, because I mean, I'm not fitting to get attacked. And then, so I'm about to pull in, and like, so here's Chevron, and then here's like Wendy's and all that. I'm pulling in, and then another cop cuts me off. And I'm like, what in the world? So I got two cops right there. They get out of their cars, guns drawn at me, telling me to throw my keys outside the window. Then they put me against the hood of my car, and they're like asking me, why didn't you stop? I'm like, I slowed down. You can drive for however long, because I mean, I know the laws. And then, at least I think I know the laws. And then, so then they're looking at me, and it's 420, by the way. So, not at all. But so they look at me, and like, my eyes are pretty squinty, as you can probably tell right now. So they're thinking, this kid's geeked up right now. So they made me take a field sobriety test, and I had to stand on like one leg. Now my balance ain't the best, so I fall down. Then they told me that I had to do the alphabet backwards. I'm like, bro, I'm sober right now, I can't do that. So that didn't really help me out. And then, you know, like the white lines on the edge of the road? Well, I'm walking, they made me walk on that. There's a pothole, so I fall down again. So then they cuff me up, put me in the back of the cop car. They call my mom, tell her to come to the hospital. So they take me there, I take a drug test, and I'm sitting there, and all the nurses are just looking at me like I'm a criminal. So I'm not feeling the best right now, but I'm just sitting there like, I don't even care, I don't even smoke, so I'm not worried about it. And then the guy's telling my mom, you need to just sit down and, you know, it's going to come back positive. You just need to face the facts. He's going to lose his license for a year. Now, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't dip, so I know I'm straight. So this, the drug test comes back negative. My charges are dropped. It's still on my record, though, so I had to go get it expunged. And then I'm still waiting on my apology, because that dude swore to God he'd apologize if that came back negative, which it did. So that's the time I got arrested for DUI. Thank you.
All right.